favorite girl. And we got basically Caitlin Clark getting a bunch of hate. There's a narrative out there that a bunch of girls are, in the WNBA are kind of looking down on her, hating on her, playing her physical, trying to show her what the deal is. And we got Charles Barkley throwing in his two thoughts. He says, petty women hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting all y'all private charters, money, and visibility. So it's like without her, y'all aren't getting all these perks. So you need to stop being haters. And even the Views co-host, Sonny, was it hosting? Suggests WNBA player Caitlin Clark's popularity comes from pretty privilege and white privilege. I don't know that girls looking like Nicolas Cage had pretty privilege, but if those are the type of girls they're into, you have a problem. That's just like this guy. And shout out my boy Fred. He loves Caitlin Clark. He loves himself some snow bunnies. And shame on you, Frederick.
You hate it. But nah, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. The hate that you people have for Caitlin Clark is just sickening. Like, the fact, I always knew it was weird. I was like, how come these fouls look so hard nowadays? You be seeing Caitlin Clark run into these screens,
taking real hard screens.
It's basically like her players not telling her like, oh, the block for the screen is coming or anything like that. It remember the Titans. Remember how like in the beginning how they wasn't on sides. Like, oh yeah, you have to tell your line to block for me. They ain't blocking. He be like, it's like one of those situations
like sabotaging.
Yeah, and then it made the add more insult to the whole injury situation when like she got clotheslined out the sky.
Oh yeah, that one old player, like I forget the player that clotheslined her, but she's been pretty good and been in the league for a long time. And she like smashed her to the ground, where she like is on the ground and like barely gets up, and then she finally gets up, and then they get the ball again, and she starts to post up again, and the girl just slams her off the ground again, and that's the clip that everyone saw. So she actually slammed her twice in a row. So it seems like a lot of these WNBA players are trying to say like,
players.
Especially ones that have been in the league a few years, be like, we've been good, we've been here. And I don't understand how now the hype is just because all the girls in this freshman class, like, we've been here and we're going to show you that these girls aren't as good as you think. So a lot of girls have been getting, from this draft class, they've been, the vets been trying to stick it to them. And then what's that one girl for the LA Sparks? The blonde one? Steph Curry's.
Cameron Brinks.
Brinks, yeah, she's been doing real well. And so we'll have to see how she pans out. But, it'll be interesting to see who wins Rookie of the Year. I mean, right now, Angel Reese, I think, is doing pretty good. Caitlin Clark's shooting percentage is not the greatest. She's been, honestly, pretty trash from three. So she shoots a lot of them. What's
the number? What's the number? Are you putting the boys' number on the girls' basketball?
As far as I know, the girls typically shoot really well. I
like 35% and better?
I know the men's average is around 35%. But I think Caitlin's like in the 20s or high teens
is
right
it the
now.
same number for girls? Like if a girl, because I've seen like a girl could average like 12 points, and they be like, oh yeah, she's them.
They got to be better than that, man. From 3-point.
I don't know.
They got to be shooting better than 20% from three. That's
comment down below. What's a good number for the WNBA?
I gotta see what Diana Taurasi's been shooting from three.
Exactly, but we got a video right here. Basically, the co-host from The View basically talking about this situation, saying it's because of pretty privilege. Then we got my dog Charles Barkley, basically setting the record straight. How y'all just disrespectful to the game.
That being said, I do think that there is a thing called pretty privilege. There is a thing called white privilege. There is a thing called tall privilege, and we have to acknowledge that. And so. Part of it is about race, because if you think about the Brittany Griners of the world, why did she have to go to play in Russia?
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay her.
Because they wouldn't pay, not because she was black, but because they didn't believe in the WNBA.
This is part of my point. So now, Caitlin Clark is bringing this money, these sponsorships, we hope, into the league, and other players will benefit from it. But I do think that she is more relatable to more people because she's white, because she's attractive. And unfortunately, there still is that stigma of against the LGBTQ plus community.
You women out there, y'all petty, man. Hey, LeBron, you're 100% right on these girls hating on Caitlin Clark. Y'all petty, girls.
Y'all petty.
Men to be petty, because we're the most insecure group in the world.
Oh, you are.
Y'all should be thanking that girl for getting y'all ass private charters, all the money and visibility she bringing to the WNBA. Don't be petty like dudes. Listen.
I feel like that's what people don't give her a chance. This is growth. We tell our rookies every single day, this is new. You're coming into a whole nother new world and starting over. So it's the questions are only annoying because it's like, she's young. She's a rookie. Y'all keep asking us these questions.
33.9.
Woman that's been in this league for years. Like, no, she's doing her job. We're doing ours. And at the end of the day, that's how we grow. Is when we get better and do things like that. So, yeah, I'm just exhausted over the conversation because I know she's exhausted. I can only imagine. So.
And so far as the charters and this and that, I don't care if Kermit the Frog made the change. We've been fighting for this.
Becky over here. But for real though.
We've been pushing. I mean, I played in this league in '99, and we were traveling the same way. And I'm, like I said, I don't really care who's bringing this or who's bringing the crowds. What I care is that they're there and they're on the eyes and they see how great women's basketball is. That's what I care about, and that's a mic drop. Bye.
Period.
They're saying, well, Caitlin Clark's averaging 15 points, and for the season, she's 31.6%.
It's below average.
What's Diana Taurasi got?
The league average is 34%. I just looked at
34, 31. That's right there. That's 3%.
for being the best 3-point shooter in college, not even be able to shoot league average.
I mean, you see every
She's
time
shooting like 10 a game.
she has CTE. You see in the screens. You should be glad she can even see the goal.
She got the brain damage.
Exactly. Every time you turn around, she's getting smacked. This is crazy. But it doesn't make any sense because Caitlin Clark's been given praise ever since she's coming to the league. She talked about Maya Moore, Candace Parker, Lisa Leslie, Diana Taurasi.
Why people ain't show up for Diana Taurasi? She's been killing it for a lot of years.
Horrible. But like I said, Diana Taurasi's been killing it. Candace Parker's she dunked. All that other stuff. Asia Wilson, she's 2-time MVP, 2-time champion.
Going for a three-peat.
So, look, the WNBA's been doing it. They've been trying, but, they've been moving up slow and steady like a turtle. But ever since Caitlin Clark's been coming on, viewership has been jumping out the roof. Jersey sales jumping out the roof. Every game is jumping out the roof. Man, it's been going so much that I actually look every time I turn on an NBA game. I check to see if a WNBA game is on too.
See who's playing.
To see who's playing, because before I didn't really care.
Not gonna lie, we've been checking out the Bayou Barbie.
Oh yeah. I've seen a couple of her games.
Or the Dallas Wings are pretty good.
True.
Shout out to Dallas Wings.
Shout out to Dallas Wings. Shout out to Fever. The Sparks. We've seen the Sparks game.
I do
you see
like
when Gilbert Arenas came out there on the Sparks. They all wore the Lexi shirts.
Oh yeah. I would say their co-host is the Dallas, or not Dallas.
The Lakers Sparks.
Lakers Sparks.
She is Sparks.
LA Spark.
Yeah, but then on top of that, but it's so cutthroat in the WNBA that I think it's like only 14, 15 spots. So it's not like they got the G League that the
They don't.
NBA.
Yeah, there's no G League, and they only have a handful of teams. They don't have near as many teams as they do in the NBA. So it's a lot of fewer spots available. So once you're done with college, like if you don't make a team, you just got to play overseas.
But do you think that the WNBA needs to basically make it look easier for Caitlin Clark? Because at the end of the day, right now is 1-6. If they go 20, even though last year they won 13 games last year, right?
They are gonna do her like they did Wemby. Her team is gonna get their ass kicked every night, and she's just gonna have to take it on the chin. And she's gonna have some highlight plays here and there. And ESPN's going to show them every single time she does any type of semi-highlight. And her first year, they're going to get their butt whipped. They might get 5 more wins, but I don't think they're turning around like that. They got to wait. They probably got to get another player, free agency, a draft pick. People went and watched Wemby just for his highlights.
Is it
honestly.
So basically, is she basically Floyd Mayweather? You just basically watch her lose? You gonna watch Floyd Mayweather lose?
No, you're not just watching.
Because they're gonna lose. You remember we were gonna do this topic last week. You said, "Oh yeah, Caitlin Clark. They haven't won a game yet. They're like 0-5."
Yeah, they finally won their
and
first.
They finally won one. They're like 1-6 now. So what? If they keep losing games, people are gonna stop watching.
I know. I think it's just gonna be like Victor. The Spurs. The Spurs kept losing games. Of course, since the regular season ended. But until literally up until the season ended, you were still getting Victor highlights every time he played.
Man,
anytime he did a jump shot that looked cool, every time he did a dunk, every time he did a block that looked neat, they were showing that shit like way over. And it's like, yeah, but they still lost by 30. But they're like, did you see the Wemby play? Even though they're losing by 30 every night. That's what I'm saying. Like, they did that for Wemby, so why can't Caitlin Clark be the anomaly of the WNBA where she's going to have these like plays where she's shooting 3-pointers 5 feet beyond the line and making them, but they're still going to lose by 20 points every night. But, you know, it's what'll be nice is, you know, a lot of girls and people overall will go out to see Caitlin Clark.
What if she stops making What if she stops making the logo threes because everybody guarding her so hard? Or what if she gets?
That's part of it too. I feel like that's why she's getting hard guarded so hard is because people will be like, "Oh, you think you the ish? You're not even the fart."
Or remember when she ran into the screen and she twisted her ankle and like everybody got all quiet.
Yeah.
So I mean,
she got to be tougher than that.
So okay, so if she gets injured, not for the season, the whole WNBA thing is like nobody's gonna watch the WNBA. Then you think so?
If she's not playing,
the
problem is probably people already bought their tickets, so them seats is bought.
You don't mean nothing.
They can't sell them back.
People ain't gonna go. Just don't go.
Might as well go see her on the bench wave.
Exactly. All right, well, nobody got time for that. Yeah. Nobody. I remember
I got excited when T-Mac was on the Spurs and I got to see him live. He was
on the bench. He was old. You expected it.
But I was like, T-Mac, throw me an armband.
Exactly. But if T-Mac was like 27, you'd be like, why aren't you playing?
Yeah, but he's
like Kawhi.
Well, everyone knows Kawhi's not playing.
Exactly. But I mean, comment down below how y'all feel about this. Do you feel like, I mean, if Caitlin Clark does get injured, the viewership is gonna go down, or even if she does go down, I mean, we still got Angel Reese, we still got Cameron Brinks.
Should she get favorable whistles just because she's a new face?
Jordan did. Exactly.
No, he never got favorable whistles.
That's a lie.
It was a Jordan versus the refs.
It was a Jordan. They had the whole thing. They said you couldn't even touch Jordan.
Propaganda.
Exactly. The Jordan or the Kevin Durant, how he was on the Warriors and the championship game and he ran all out of bounds and they didn't even call out of bounds.
Propaganda, I told you. No, that was real. They did do that. They did help Kevin Durant cheat.
See,
you know those Warriors are basically like
the
cheating Patriots.
They made a whole book called The Jordan Rule.
Oh, you know, I saw on TNT they did a sports documentary about the cheating Saints.
Oh yeah, you talk about
how Drew Brees was a phony. Sean Payton was a phony. How they they messed up Brett Favre and Kurt Warner with illegal
it wasn't.
hits.
So I think the story was trying to.
Brett Favre should have got another Super Bowl
if
it wasn't for the Saints cheating.
That's a lie.
I watched it.
I thought the story was like trying to clean up the image, saying like, "Oh, it wasn't our fault. We didn't mean to do it."
Oh, they tried it, but then they showed the evidence, and it was 100% their fault. They did do exactly what they thought.
No.
They were paying players to do illegal cheap hits. They have them on video. They have them on audio. And the players, what's funny is even though they have them on video and on audio multiple times, they said that, oh, we didn't do it. And they're like, what about this video clip? Or what about this audio clip is saying, give me my money for my illegal hit? And he's like, what?
So
that's AI.
So the whole documentary was about what?
The Saints doing Bountygate.
And the
illegal hits and paying players for illegal hits after the whistle.
What were they trying to say? They trying to say that was what happened?
They said they never got paid.
They said all that was fake?
Yeah, but then they had him on video saying, you like that hit, give me my money. I told you I was going to get it. So
propaganda.
So, no, Drew Brees is a phony. They should have vacated that championship.